back, comic fans, to another episode of Face Yourself. With there only being 6 days left before the Mortal Kombat 1's game's early release, it seems crazy how time has flown by. Like, I started making Mortal Kombat content like about 3 months ago, and it's crazy how fast it's gone by. But the hype for the game is only starting to build. Seeing as like we don't really know much about the invasion mode or the character customization, and with less than 2 weeks to go, like we're gonna find out real quick. I expect the last couple of trailers to talk about Nitara, Rico, and the mystery character along with the cameo. I expect all those characters to be in a new gameplay trailer, and then the second one to be the game modes and stuff like that. Honestly, if it's not, it's cool. It's whatever. Like, if they want to divide the characters up, like that's also another good way, and just have like the mystery character be revealed on what you call it at like the last week before the game comes out. That'd be nice too. But anyways, like in this episode of Face Yourself, we'll be taking a deep dive into Ashrah. Like, it's crazy. I never thought we'd get to see Ashrah again, and she's changed quite a bit since the last time we've seen her. But anyways, we'll be covering her appearances, her special moves, how she's changed from the original timeline, and like, is the new sword truly the Purifying Blade, or is it the Datushaback again? But guys, I'm going to be playing a lot of Mortal Kombat 1, and if you like the content you've seen so far, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for all types of Mortal Kombat videos. With that being said, let's jump right into the video.
Ashrah.
So kicking off with the first chapter, we're going to be going over her appearances. Ashrah has been MIA since Armageddon. She's missed a lot of time in Mortal Kombat, but now that she's back, let's talk about her appearances throughout Mortal Kombat. There's not many, but let's start with her first appearance in Mortal Kombat Deception. Known as the female Raiden when when the fans first saw her, her original design honestly looks more like a Shaolin monk, but like a white version of their outfit. It just kind of reminds me of a mix of Kung Lao and Raiden's outfit. She wears a completely white outfit with gold trimming throughout the outfit. She wears a white long sleeve shirt under her white gi. On her arm, she wears a gold wire wrapping around both arms. It's more like a coil that goes around both arms. Her white gi has gold trimming. She also has like a gold belt, it's like a karate belt looking type thing. And her pants are really baggy white pants. They're like really baggy white pants, which I just thought was odd. But they're stuffed into her white boots. She again has like these gold coils around her legs that wrap around her boots. Her boots kind of look like, honestly, like ninja-like. They look like one of those like shinobi type of shoes that like ninjas wear and stuff like that. But since Mortal Kombat Deception and Mortal Kombat Armageddon, they reuse the same skins. We're just gonna use the alt skin from the Mortal Kombat Armageddon. So her second outfit is a lot more detailed compared to her primary skin. She loses the hat and she has like a medium brown hair, like tied up. She wears a similar gi in the terms of the white and gold color scheme, but her chest like on the sides has like these two really thick gold trimmings that go out throughout the top of the chest all the way to where it meets the belt. She wears a lot less clothing in this one. She actually has like a V-neck instead of like the regular shirt. And she doesn't wear like a long sleeve undershirt this time around, nor does she wear like long pants. Instead of a regular long sleeve, she has like this silk kind of sleeves that connect directly into like a plain white and gold like wristbands. And the gold karate belt makes a return as well. The gi has changed a little bit. Like the front part of the bottom of the gi is similar to the primary one, except like it has like some kind of written words on it. And on the back, the gi is very long, dropping almost all the way to her ankles. Now, instead of the baggy pants, she wears like these black stockings that connect into her thigh boots. They're her thigh-high boots. The boots itself is all white. Again, very shinobi-like. Instead of the gold coils, she wears like these gold wraps that go around the boots. Moving on to the Mortal Kombat 1. Like, this is gonna be her last outfit, because obviously she's only been in 3 games. Ashrah finally makes a return after missing the games for 17 years. She looks really different. Like, she actually has like really long hair and in a ponytail. So I wonder if she's gonna have an outfit where she takes her hair out completely and how long her hair actually goes down. Maybe her hair goes down all the way to like her knees, or maybe even just like to her waist. That could be cool. I assume they're gonna have a lot of different skins with different types of hair and stuff like that. Like once we start playing the game and the seasons start coming out. But anyways, like she has like these red markings on her face, and like not even just on her face, like on her chest she has the red markings on it too. And she even has like these black eyes. Like I like that they made her look like a demon in this game. Considering her background as another realm demon, it kind of just makes sense to make her more demon-like. Because I feel like with Nitara, like how she originally looked, I feel like that's how she should have looked when she ascended. Because like she hasn't purified herself, she should still have the black eyes and all that like demon-esque features. And like she didn't have any, she looked like a human that they were trying to call a demon in the old games. So I like this turn of events. And then like they can even like after she's been purified turn her to look more like a human, like they did with her appearance in Mortal Kombat Deception. It's also awesome, even though I know a lot of people don't like the demon stuff, and it's cool if you not to like it, but like I feel like it impacts her story more if she looks more demon-like. But anyways, they kept the same color scheme as the old costumes. The white and gold detail is like I love the design. Like the design looks like it looks really awesome. Like on the chest it looks like they have like these braids, a braid type of design that connects into some kind of belt that goes out of her shirt into her like gold shoulder pads. She doesn't wear long sleeves, but she has like these cut sleeves that drape below her arms that also have like gold trimming at the ends of the sleeve. Her hand has she has like an interesting armband. It's like a crescent moon, like, but it looks like an armored like crescent moon type guard thing for her hands. I don't know exactly how to explain it because I was mulling over how to explain it, but that's like the best I could come up with. But anyways, her golden belt looks a bit different. It's very long this time and drapes behind and in front of her. It actually looks kind of cool. It reminds me a lot of her Mortal Kombat Deception's design. But moving on to her legs, her inner thigh has like a goldish brown color scheme. Meanwhile, the rest of her leg is completely white. There's some minor details throughout the boots, and she wears heels for the first time. That about covers her 3 outfits since Mortal Kombat Deception. Like a lot, and like the fact that they reuse Armageddon, it kind of sucks for characters that got introduced in Deception because they're not gonna have a lot of costumes. Because the 3D era didn't get a whole lot of love. Like especially like if you weren't certain characters, you haven't seen another game. Like the Nitara and Ashrah and everybody that are gonna be in this game hasn't been seen like 17 years. So I just think like I kind of wish Armageddon had made more skins, but it's not that big of a deal, honestly. But that's gonna about cover it for all the skins for this part of the episode. So thankfully Ashrah has been covered in the combat cast, so we can go over her moves and to see how they work. So starting off with her sword uppercut, if you enhance it, you can do a combo that brings them to the air. So you can do the air combo, and then I guess you could use like a cameo like Sonya just to keep the combo going. I can see this being really awesome once you start using her B&B and like just getting it all that down. She also has a new move called the Ghost Dash, and if you enhance it, she goes a bit faster. But if you change into her demon form, like they call her dark form, but it's like she's a demon, so I just call it the demon form. She has like a shadow charge teleport, which she can teleport directly to where the ghost goes, like immediately. So you can mess around, you can do it in front of the opponent or behind the opponent. So it's pretty nifty ability. I'm not sure if it's gonna work like a charge, like with Shao Kahn's charge. But we'll see as the game goes on and we get our hands on the game how Ashrah works. So when she's in her demon form or her dark form, she attaches like this dark energy debuff, and when you switch back to the light version, like you do extra damage to the opponent, which I think is actually pretty cool because like it kind of reminds me of Hell from Smite. I don't know if you guys have ever played it, where like you could damage it in one form and then after the game a certain amount of debuff you can go to your other form and just really just lay waste into them. So she has like a ghost slash, which is pretty insane how much range it has, because like it doesn't go very far, but like the fact that it goes like you can't jump over it, like you're gonna get hit if you jump over it. You can't duck it, you just have to take the damage or you just block it or reflect it if a character has like a reflect move. And like another move that she has that I noticed while watching the trailer was that she has like this low ability that pops the enemy up and away from you. Not really sure of what it's called, to be honest, but I think you can really combo into this if you time it the right way. And the final move that I saw was like it was a good control move. about it kind of covers this like the special move range. She's gonna be good at mid range. Like it's called the crisscross, like the move I'm talking about. Basically, it's like a little like it's like a little blade that her blade she just swings around a bunch of times. It's a really good combo ender. She's gonna be good at the mid range game. I hope there's some sick combos you can do with her because I can't wait. And I don't want Ashrah to just be like a mid to long range zoner type character, you know. So in this chapter, we'll just be covering like what exactly is Datusha and is the Chris sword that Ashrah is wielding the Datusha like from the original timeline. So let's begin by talking about the Datusha. The Datusha is the bane of the Morai. It is the name of an ancient weapon currently wielded by the demon Ashrah, who knows it only as her Chris. The weapon is, in fact, a powerful vampire slaying tool that manipulates its owners into slaying vampires purely for the bloodlust of the sword itself. While having the user think they are fighting for a higher purpose, it was once in the hand of a vampire named Kahil Grigesh. I hope that's how you say it. To atone for his actions against his own kind, he ventured into the Netherrealm, committed harakiri, ending his own life and trapping the sword. Basically, he overwhelmed the Chris's ability to brainwash him and was able to break free and to kill himself and trap the sword in another realm. It is there, however, that Ashrah discovered the sword and used it to slay many Oni until eventually she had escaped from the realm. Sorry about that noise, guys. The realm of Vaeternus has regained independence from Shao Kahn. I was revered for my part of the victory. The reconstructing of our civilization was well underway. This is by the Tara's bio for Armageddon, by the way. Soon we would regain our former majesty. Unfortunately, our honor was not all that had returned from ages past. Reports of a genocide race throughout the restored Morai, or Moroi, I feel like I'm saying that wrong, empire. Many vampires had been slain. None had yet survived an attack to describe the assailants. I set forth to uncover the truth, examining the wounds of the dead. I came to a disheartening conclusion that these murders were not a work of a band of assassins. The victim had fallen to the blade known as the Datusha, the bane of the Morai. The ancient Chris had found a new wielder and had returned for vampire blood. Though the Datusha's origin had been lost to history, its purpose is clear. It lives to kill as many vampires as it possibly can. We are a powerful race. There are a few who are threatened by our immortality. It has been speculated by the elders that the sword itself may not be our one natural predator. The accursed blade finds its wielders and... Okay, I think I said that wrong. By the elders that the sword itself may be our one natural predator. That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that, guys. The accursed blade finds a wielder and corrupts them into believing they are slaying to see the higher purpose. And in the past, it has chosen a vampire as its puppet, the last one being Kahil Grigesh. Though he was driven mad by the power of the sword, he was strong enough to eventually overcome his mind control to atone for slaying his fellow vampires. He took the sword into the Netherrealm where he committed harakiri, impersonating Datusha in hell. It was believed the sword would never find another vampire wielder in that desolate place, safe from slaughter. Our numbers had exceeded those of the recorded era, but with Datusha's return, vampires were being rapidly driven to extinction. Something needed to be done. So the elders researched ancient vampire texts, hoping to find some means of defeating the blade. An obscure Indeni prophecy they found might hold the key. It describes a force of great power concealed in a crater there. Basically talking about Blaze's power. I was commanded to find the power and use it against our foe. As I made for Indeni, I came upon a massacre. The enemies of my vampire kin lay everywhere. Amidst the carnage stood a woman in white, wielding the unholy crisp. Enraged, I did battle with her, but she was too powerful. I broke away, luring her out of Vaeternus as I escaped. As long as her attention is fixated on me, the vampire nation will be safe. I must draw Ashrah closer to the crater and use the Indeni weapon against her. This may be our only hope of eliminating the blade once and for all. May the Morai live eternal. So basically, it seems like in this game, Nitara is like a good guy. Well, she's not really a good guy, but she's protecting her people. And like I feel like she's like more of a neutral character in the Mortal Kombat original timeline. Whereas like by this point, Ashrah had like completely lost herself to the madness of the blade taking control over her. But like it's just a little weird that Ashrah's ending had nothing to do with her bio or Nitara's bio. Like it just seemed like they were building this up, and it just seemed like it was gonna have like a nice conclusion, and it just completely went the opposite direction. Like it was just weird. But anyways, like during the conquest mode, it showed that Nitara had lost the Chris after she ascended from the Netherrealm, and she had asked Shujinko on a quest to bring it back to her. So I think she would have been fine if she would have just left the sword alone, but because she got the sword back with Shujinko's help, the sword had fully corrupted her and just made her go start killing all the vampires that she can get her hands on. Because of this, it brought her into conflict with Nitara. So what Ashrah thought was purifying was actually slowly bending her mind to its will. The sword she thought was the Chris was actually the vampire sword Datusha. And if you look at her Armageddon bio, we can see how the sword was corrupting her. Funny enough, we get to see the name of the vampire realm through her bio. After slaying countless demons with the Chris, I discovered the Netherrealm. My soul was no longer I discovered Netherrealm. My soul was no longer corrupt, and I transcended that hell. I emerged in an unfamiliar realm at the feet of the celestial beings, who glowed through the blinding light. They explained to see that the Chris is a tool able to transform its finder into a warrior powerful enough to purify the world. I am the chosen one, the ascending demon they were searching for. Awestruck by their celestial beauty, I surrendered myself to the being's will. My purpose in the cosmos was never more clear. I would do what they asked of me and consume the darkness, bringing peace to the realms. By doing so, I would also achieve absolute purification. I would join them as an angel of light. The Celestials have brought me here to a realm of darkness known as Viternus. To begin my crusade against the cunning vampire race, the vile creatures feed off the blood of their prey and spread their corruption unhindered throughout the realms. Seductive and powerful in their dark magic, but it will not save them from the purifying of my holy Chris. And so I hunted them. Each vampire I pacified. The sword crackles with holy light. I felt as though the blade and I were both growing stronger. Our strength was not enough, however, as one of the female vampires had bested me and escaped to Edenia. Slaying her had become my focus. If I can gain power enough to defeat Nitara, nothing will prevent my ascension. By Armageddon, we see that Ashrah's bile, she has been completely taken over by the sword. Given into the sword's influence, she began seeing celestial beings and began to believe that by destroying Nitara, she would ascend to heaven, I suppose. And it's just unfortunate that she couldn't let go of Datusha when she had the chance. And if she didn't ask Shujinko to retrieve it for her, she probably would have been alright, and wouldn't have fully fallen into the trap of Datusha. Now the new Chris sword is it the Datusha? At first I was like, no, maybe Liu Kang fixed it, but the original timeline, due to the Armageddon reset, the events of the deception didn't happen that we know of, so Liu didn't know, especially because in every iteration Liu Kang is dead during these events, so he wouldn't know even if it was the original timeline. However, I think that with the help of Liu Kang and the forces of light this time around, slaying the vampires, especially with Nitara being hinted at and all but confirmed, it could be very dope, especially when you realize that now she has people to watch her back and keep her from falling completely for Datusha's machinations. Like, it's Datusha is a very interesting item, because like, honestly, if you don't read the story, you would have never known about this. Like, 'cause I didn't know about this. Like, I just literally played the game, beat the game, and that was it. But now that I'm going back and watching everything again, like, now I'm starting to see, I'm like, okay, so this is actually how certain things happen. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like going back and reading the lore from the previous games. It gives me a more broader understanding of the games and the characters. Being the fact that Ashrah has only been in 3 games, there's not a whole lot of info to go off except for bios and endings. So to talk about Ashrah, let's start there. We're going to talk about her first appearance in the Mortal Kombat Deception. I am a demon, a Denzian of the Netherrealm. For ages, my sisters and I have blindly served Quan Chi as members of the Brotherhood of Shadows, but I questioned his command given by the sorcerer. To set an example, he sent my sisters to slay me. I assume that he's talking about Serena, Jataka, and Ankea. During my escape, I discovered a weapon, a sword that seemed to be of heavenly origin. With each demonic assassin that had fallen to this blade, I have felt a strange exhilaration. It is as if the taint of the evil is leaving me. So, going by the primary bio, the strange feeling she felt was being purified, but also slowly losing control of her mind. But moving on to her alternative bio, now I understand the strange sensation I feel when I exterminate a demon of the nether realm with the sword. The sword has purified me as I cleanse the world of evil. With each fiend I eradicate, my presence here becomes more unstable. Soon I will be expelled from this realm. If I were to slay a powerful demon such as Noob Saibot, I would finally become an ascending demon, free from the nether realm. Forever, her main purpose was to be free of the nether realm, which she succeeded in doing ultimately. She defeated Noob and fully purified herself. However, her mind was slowly being taken over by Datusha. So when she asked Shujinko to get her sword back and she received it, Ashrah became completely under the spell of Datusha, and she committed genocide against the newly restored vampire realm by Turnus, and ultimately comes to blows with Nitara, only for her to escape from her after a close encounter. We learned that it was to draw Ashrah away from Viturnus, because Ashrah wanted to protect her people. I'm not Ashrah. Nitara wanted to protect her people and to find a way to destroy the sword once and for all. However, her ending had no mention, Ashrah's ending had no mention of any of the vampire people or anything. It just basically said that she became a being of pure light and turned Quan Chi into a being of pure light. It was just to a good guy. It was just a weird ending. But anyways, maybe we'll see some kind of fulfillment of that storyline in Mortal Kombat 1. But somehow I doubt that in the new timeline, Ashrah will still hold on to the same grudges she had before. Ashrah finally is featured in the story and is on the Forces of Light side in the beginnings, as we've seen. I assume she's gonna remain on the Forces of Light, but we'll see as the game progresses. As a demon, all Ashrah knew was pain and violence. She assumed all beings in all realms lived as she did, but once she journeyed outside of the nether realm, she realized her error. Other realms were places of beauty and peace. She could not aid in their defilement. Ashrah fled from her sister demons. Along the way, she found an enchanted Chris. It was a demon slayer. When she used it to finish her pursuers, she was stunned to discover that by using the Chris to destroy evil, the evil inside her was being purified, and that if she continued to do so, she could free herself from the nether realm. Ashrah senses that her final absolution is near. Once achieved, she will finally enter the light. The story is mainly the same, except she didn't betray Quan Chi and the Brotherhood of Shadows, at least from what we know so far. I hope that we get to see Datusha try and take control of Ashrah and see her actually break free from the control. And I can't wait to see what the relationship between Quan Chi and Ashrah is gonna be like in a new era. And same thing with the relationship between Ashrah and Nitara. Are they still gonna have that grudge? I kind of feel like they would, especially because of the sword that she's using. Did you guys learn anything new about Ashrah? I didn't know about Datusha till I did my research for this video. There's so much info you miss when you don't read up on the bios and endings. It's crazy. But do you guys want to see Ashrah remain a good guy or have her go mad again, committing genocide again? I prefer her to overpower Datusha and use the sword for the forces of good. If you guys like this episode of Face Yourself, leave a comment below. I post weekly videos, and I just hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's gonna do it for me today. I'm gonna be on probably around 6 p.m. Eastern time playing some Texas Chainsaw Massacre today on Twitch. So come say hang out and say hi. We can talk about Mortal Kombat or Texas Chainsaw or just anything that you guys feel like talking about. But like I said, that's gonna do it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, guys, friendships over fatalities. Don't be a jerk, and I'm out. Peace.